Welcome to Illuminations with Tina and Fee. For you who desires a life of abundance. Hello, I'm Fee.
And I'm Tiina.
Hiya, Tina. So in this series, we've been exploring community and passion. And we heard from Siobhan, a good friend of mine, who has been a pioneer in fair trade and had great influence on my world. And we heard from Fee, and now we're going to hear from Tiina about community and passion. So,
Yes.
Tiina, what would you like to share about community and passion?
What do I want to share about it? Well, interestingly enough, I'll look at you. Interestingly enough, I saw this short clip by Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty is kind of in the same line of work as we are. He's a public speaker and inspirator, and he was talking about how his was it Instagram and Facebook, I think, had been hacked. So there was somebody out there who was sending really mean messages, like really hateful stuff, pretending to be Jay.
Wow.
And Jay didn't know this, so he was getting these messages, like when he woke up the next morning or something, like, you've been hacked, you've been hacked, you've been hacked. And he was like, what's going on? So he went and had a look, and he was like, oh my God, I mean, what? Somebody's used my name to just spread hate and like nasty stuff that he would never ever, and sharing links to websites that he would never even visit. And so he obviously immediately kind of security and kind of shutting down so that hackers couldn't get into his accounts again. And then he sent a long message out to his crowd saying, this was not me, I apologize, and he just got so much love from his community saying, we knew it wasn't you, Jay. We would never have thought that you would do that. We understood immediately that you'd been hacked. And he talked about, how wonderful it is to have that community around you who know that you would not do something like that, who wouldn't immediately go, well, look at Jay, who are willing to kind of go, that's probably not him, and give you the benefit of doubt. And I think that when we are following a passion and living that passion out there in the open, especially like Jay is, you are so open, you're opening yourself up like you did in the last episode. You opened yourself up about something that's very precious to you that you've kept secret because you know that there can be a backlash of some sort, or maybe there has been a backlash of some sort at some point. It's like, well, then I'll keep it close to my heart. And just having those people around you that can kind of boost you and that understand you and that know that you come from a place of love, that's very empowering, and I think very important when you pursue a passion or pursue something that's very important to you, and you believe can make a difference, like Siobhan, she's making a difference there. That's just not just about Siobhan. And Jay, what he's doing, he's spreading love messages and helping the world, and you as well, working with your clients and through the book and here, it's about love. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about passion and community. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I think what you're nudging around, if I'm right, is that, and I think about Siobhan, without community, it'd be quite lonely for her, I think, and Jay and myself, without having people around you, you're right, who kind of accept you for that passion and that way of being. I think it could be, I imagine, quite a lonely place. You kind of, like Siobhan, feel like you're banging your head against a brick wall, or we had a big celebration of Fashion Revolution, which isn't a celebration actually. It's a memorial, really, about the time in India where the factory collapsed, and lots of people went in and supported what Siobhan was celebrating in the shop, around fair trade and what it can bring. And so I imagine, it must be really lovely then with this Jay guy, I don't know him, but to wake up and get people going, we knew that probably wasn't you. You know, so someone said, oh, well, Fee said that. Somebody would go, that doesn't sound like Fee. Doesn't sound like Fee would say that. You know, that's really lovely that people get you.
Yeah, and also that, you know, there's willingness to check it out. Kind of like, I don't think that so-and-so would say that. You know, I'll give that person a benefit of the doubt.
So I suppose really if you think about passion on your own it can be a bit isolating, but I suppose when you have a community around you, a crowd, be it online or be it, you know, real, you know, it I suppose the passion then maybe it then becomes a way of being, actually, rather than it just being a passion. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah.
But I think also that to get that community, you kind of need to want to open up and be real and true in whatever way it is.
So, for example, some of the circles I ran last year with my dear friend and other work partner, Aurora, I wouldn't have run those, you know, before, but we ran them together, and they were more about, you know, your essence of you. And of course, out of that, I've probably got, you know, my community now, I've probably got 2 or 3 great friendships that are growing. And these are people that if I said everybody's doing the best they can, they probably wouldn't laugh or challenge. They'd go, oh, that's an interesting way, or they know that's, you know. So I think, yeah, maybe there's something around vulnerability, I suppose, and passion.
Well, I think that they go hand in hand. They must go hand in hand. It's like, you know, creativity, you know, definitely goes hand in hand with vulnerability. You can't have one without the other, or you can't have creativity without vulnerability of creating something and then kind of go, hey, this is what I created. That is vulnerability. And I guess it's living your passion as well, is also, or engaging in a passion. Because
you know, and you mentioned, you know, sisterhood last time online, that you obviously are belonging to groups of women who come together where I imagine there's a lot of acceptance and understanding.
That's kind of like the whether it's in real life networking, which it's also found sisterhood, and online, you know, I think one of the rules for all of them is like, we don't judge here. You know, this is a place where we do not judge. And I think it's important for both men and women, but I think that for women, somehow when we grow up, we get a certain sense of competition between women. That's where I think we've had a hard time as women, that because there's that kind of back talking, which guys kind of don't have. They're like, well, they're more straight talking, and everybody's welcome. Now, this is huge generalizations here, of course. You know, but whereas women, it's like, well, we can be 2 and 2, but we can't be 3 and again, because then there's the, you know, and I think we're breaking that now. We're kind of going, no more. No, this is community. This is collaboration. This is love. This is sisterhood. We're kind of in it together, and let's help each other out. And it's beautiful. I really embrace that movement. Wholeheartedly. Yeah.
I think we're kind of, let me just check. I think we're kind of there. We are. Oh, we're near enough. We had another minute to go, but we'll finish for now. So thank you, Tiina. Please do, if you have listened to any of the episodes in this series, please do leave a comment. Join in the debate, the discussion, and obviously do subscribe. We really appreciate all our subscribers. Thank you. Thank you, Tiina.
Thank you, Fee. Bye now.